I was standing in front of this thing, and I was thinking like, wow, this is like kind of weird. It's like water, and then there's like a surface layer of like malt, like kind of malt. And I was like, what's underneath? And I saw like a lot of plankton and a lot of leaves and stuff, and I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. If you look at it, like at quick glance, you're like, this is kind of like dirty. But then when you really take a deep dive into what it looks like, you're like, wow, this is actually a really beautiful water type of unique situation that's going on right here. And so I just felt like sharing that. Thought it was pretty cool. And you know what time it is. It is time for today's tip. But before that, I do want to preface that 365 Tips to a Fuller Life is going to be out November 21st this month, in about 2.5 weeks. So be super pumped. I'm sure am. So go ahead, reserve your copy in your mind, saying, okay, November 21st, I gotta go ahead and get 365 Tips to a Fuller Life. And to do that, you have to keep knowing and keep learning and keep, falling in love with these tips. If you already fall in love with them, I'm so ecstatic. If not, I really hope they help you out at some point and you fall in love with them too, because I sure do. Now, jumping in, tip number 54. This is a very important tip. Hopefully, you can really grasp what I'm trying to say. Tip number 54. Your life lessons are for you. Your life lessons are for you. So, I like to experience. I like to experience and I like to experiment. So I experiment through experience, and I have experience through my experiments. And I put myself in positions that are hard. And I did that, I purposely did that 2015, 2014, 2016. Well, not as much as 2016, but 2015, 2014. Really put a lot of pressure, and this year too, put a lot of pressure on myself. And throughout that time in 2015 and 2007, this year, and 2017 and 2014, I'm like, you know what? What have I gone through? What is my experience like? And I realized I have a laundry list of experience that I've been through that I should be able to overcome again in the future. Now, what do I mean by that? So in 2015, I did door-to-door sales. I ran a door-to-door, I worked in a door-to-door sales company working sales and commissions. And all I did was go door-to-door selling this product, saying, hey, buy this product, learning the sales script, working up every morning, doing the thing so that way I can succeed, so that way I can get in this managerial position. And then throughout that experience, it didn't go so well. It didn't get to the point where I was hoping to. Hence why, I'm doing this type of direction when it comes to like my life, when it comes to these YouTube videos, etc. And so it's like, wow, what could I have learned from that? So that way, if I'm ever in a similar position, whether it be sales, whether it be anything dealing with trying to achieve something, how can I be able to apply that to my situation? And the important things about your life lessons is because you know your process, you know who you are, you know your psyche and how you can control certain emotions and what really pushes your buttons in certain instances. And so through those lessons, you can also conjoin both who you are as an individual, so what your thoughts are, your ideas, what pushes your buttons, as well as your mistakes, who you are in these these scenarios where those mistakes occurred, and you put them together in newer situations. Wow. So when you put them into newer situations, now you're putting them together. Now you're learning from that experience. Now you're not making a mistake anymore. Now you're able to succeed and become a winner in that scenario, in that situation. So bring it back. I know it's like a lot of pieces and putting like an equation. Everything's like an equation. So it is your mistake plus who you are with the ideas and everything like that, and putting that together for future instances. Yes.
Not allowed to be on this.
I'm not? Oh wow, it's just such a beautiful scenery.
Yeah, but it's private property.
Okay, that's not a problem. Thank you so much. So yeah, hopefully all those pieces come together so you understand it is your who you are, your idea of who you think you are, plus the mistake and who you are in that mistake, equating to making sure that you can solve the future problems to becoming a winner. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe down below. 365 tips to fuller life is gonna be out. I gotta go. So I love you. Peace.